Hello, this is a video of the Hyperoptic router, the Tilgin version of the Hyperoptic router. There we go, that's made that slightly less blinding. So, Hyperoptic is a gigabit fibre internet provider in the UK, and they provide a router to customers. I don't think they provide this one anymore. They are now providing, at least for their gigabit tier services, they're now providing a Nokia router. So this is a Tilgin, Tilgin AB, which I guess is a bit like limited or something like that as a company type, HG2381_UK. HG probably stands for Home Gateway. And then it's also got the brand on the label Hyperoptic. It takes 12 volts in at 2 amps, and this one was manufactured September 2019. What's ridiculous is the wireless passwords. Not only do they have a separate wireless password for the 5 GHz and the 2.4 GHz, the wireless password is incredibly long and is a combination of lowercase, uppercase numbers and letters. Not very user-friendly, very secure, but I'm surprised they went that way. So this video is mainly for people who will have to support people using this router and they want to know where the lights are or where the sockets are on the back. You've got the power light over here, internet light, LAN light, Wi-Fi light, USB light, telephone light, and then one which isn't labelled. When I first saw this, with the service not live, the power light, I believe, was flashing between orange and some other colour, possibly red or green, as far as I remember. When the service had been made live, that power light was solid orange, whereas I think the rest were green. So you've seen the label on the underside, which shows you the wireless details. On the left side, as you look at the router, you have a WPS or a wireless button and a USB 3 port. There's also a cutout for a button which isn't used there. On the back, you have another USB 3 port. You've got your 4 yellow LAN ports, a grey WAN port, which when you plug into the ONT, the optical network termination on the wall, which in the case of the one that I saw was a Genexus square box on the wall. You put your network cable, make sure it's a cable that has all of the wires. So you can't see it on this because it doesn't have a clear bit of plastic, but sometimes, especially if you reuse a cable from a Nest or a Hive or whatever system, they've only got 4 wires in. That will only run at 100 megabits. So make sure that any cables you use with your gigabit internet service have all 8 wires in the network cable. So that goes between the ONT and this router. You have the factory reset button, and then if you're taking their VoIP service, you've got 2 VoIP ports there, power input, and a physical power button. On the other side, the right hand side, as you look at it, nothing. On the top, nothing. And that is that's basically the router. There's a lot of ventilation on it, which is good because routers these days tend to heat up quite well. And there we go. So if you look in the description, there'll be another video about this for the web interface. If you need to support somebody or talk somebody through doing something on the web interface, I'll have a video on that. There'll also be a video on how to use the factory reset hole on the back with a pin to factory reset it, which will show you how long you need to hold it down for and probably what the lights do on the front when you do that. Before I end with that, let's have a quick look at what power supply it came with. So it came with a CSEC power supply, which does match what it says on the back of the router, which is 12 volts and 2 amps. And that is what the power barrel looks like, which, let's just quickly compare it to a XyXL power barrel. was going to say they look almost identical, probably exactly the same dimensions. So, very common socket or plug dimensions. There we go. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, it would be really helpful to me if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my YouTube channel. You don't need to have the video notifications switched on, but the subscriber numbers really do help.